What is going on, guys? It's time for this week's Custom RC Weekly. So I hope you enjoyed the opening montages. I did have to get the slash all ready to go for this update video. So yeah, it was pretty much just cleaning up the best I could, probably the best I've done in a long time, and then of course I had to clean up the workbench to get it presentable for the Custom RC Weekly. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into each individual update. So yeah, first off, we got the slash 4, of course, that we just ran in the at the softball field in the mud, in the rain and stuff. So that was super fun. I couldn't use the body. I was trying out a new mount that I mounted right here that I talked about in the introduction part of that video. That actually, when I started driving the car, the mount just flew off. But that, unfortunately, I wasn't recording, so I didn't get that epic blooper. So anyway, yeah. So next, yeah, we got the slash all cleaned up, all perfect. There is a few little wet spots that the air compressor couldn't clean out. But other than that, we're pretty much good. Still in the drying phase, but of course looking perfect as always. Got the squeaks, of course, with all these fresh grip tires. Of course, it's running perfectly. One thing I'm going to mention that this just came up again is this rear tire is actually stripped out, and so is the hub on the tires on the axle. So I don't really want to get new tires, so I'm trying to find like a JB weld fix that, you know, they're pretty common. So hopefully I can get around to doing that pretty soon. But it's been running for a few weeks pretty well without any trouble, so I just torqued it on there. But yeah, everything's been running great. I'm going to go ahead and show you this new connector that I put on. I wish I had, here's the old connector, so you can see this new one's looking really good, and then I've got the old one right here, which I'll even bring up closer, and as you can see, it is looking really, there's a bunch of grime all over it. So anyway, yeah, so that's the slash pretty much. Everything is good despite the rust. One thing I didn't really clean off is the dry shaft, but anyway, so yeah, we're tip-top shape. Hopefully going to get some more run videos this week. I heard that we're supposed to get some snow, so maybe we'll do more of that. Not like you haven't seen enough this winter. So yeah, that is a slash. Alright guys, so now we're going to move on to the Mavic, also showcased in the last video. Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt on it, haven't even unfolded it, haven't charged the battery, just got some footage off of it. The footage looks amazing. Go ahead and check out the other video. I'll link it in the description below. But one thing I do want to say is it was last Tuesday that I had my little crash that you guys, of course, saw. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the carnage again. We got this prop is just not having it. It's really digging in there. Of course, we got the same thing on the other prop. So yeah, we got two chipped props, but other than that, the Mavic is looking good. The footage coming from it is amazing. I'm really impressed with this drone. So yeah, everything is looking great with this drone, and hopefully we'll get some more towing and more fun hobbyist type drone videos coming out soon. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the DIY drone. So yeah, the parts are coming in for this actually tomorrow. Expect to see a more of like an unboxing of seeing what's going on with this package that I'm getting from a eBay seller that I got for 30 bucks for my Sentinel spy drone. The GoPro, one thing I did was I did add a GoPro rubber band piece right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the GoPro real quick, and I'll show you how it goes in. So yeah, so basically I had the floaty back door on it for the water videos, but so the GoPro goes in like this. Go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just put it right in. The rubber band is pretty stretchy, but at the same time it's really wide, and it works really well. So yeah, and then as you can see, got the nice support, and yeah, that's pretty good. So there's the GoPro. So yeah, the drone's looking really good. Got the battery. I did find the battery charger that was in the box, which is really cool because it's actually going to work. I don't have to jerry-rig something up to go with my high-tech X1. But yeah, so everything with this drone is really looking forward to the maiden, which I'm hopefully going to do this week if the weather is good. Of course, I don't know how well this drone, what kind of tuning it needs, and even if I even got the motor soldering right or something. So yeah, hopefully everything works out well, and we are good to go. So I'm super excited to get this in the air. If you did not check out the GoPro versus Mavic camera comparison, that was kind of just a foreshadowing of what kind of footage you're going to see with this drone. So yeah, that is the Sentinel Spy drone. Okay, one of the more final things on this episode is the Mini 8T. Yeah, I almost forgot the name of it. I haven't touched this thing in so long, until like just recently, and I'm super excited to get it back up and running. As you can see, the diff is grinding a little bit. I'm messing around with some shims, and I need to put some grease in, but until then, we're looking pretty good. So I'm going to wait to do too much more until I get the motor in. I'll go ahead and paste the motor that I'm looking at from hobbyking.com right now. So yeah, that motor is I don't remember the exact specs of it, but it's under 20 bucks, so it should be something that I can sacrifice. I believe it's 370, so yeah, it's looking good. And yeah, so hopefully we get this motor all figured out. We got a 3S battery that I'll be running in it. Go ahead and check out those videos to the Mini 8T rebuild series. And then I also have to work on the steering a little bit as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Mini 8T. Coming along pretty well. Hopefully we're going to be going upwards of 45 miles per hour with a 3-cell pretty soon. So yeah, that's really looking good. Okay, so now I got a few new projects to hype you guys up with. So first one, I'm going to start small. I've been kind of getting into the motorized paper airplane field, and this is seems kind of stupid, but actually what it is this one right here is pretty simple. So it's a Hoopson X4 motor with a big fat prop on it. This is my last working Hoopson prop that hasn't snapped, and basically when you plug the battery in, yeah, that's what happens. So you'll see the motor will run. There's not too much, but hopefully you can get to just fly and fly and fly and fly and fly until, you know, something destroys it. So yeah, and then we'll go ahead and go see if we can get the wreckage. But yeah, well, hopefully you'll see that on an upcoming video. But that's a pretty simple one that I've been working on, and maybe I'll go test it at the park, see how far I can fly. Okay, so the next thing I've got is a bigger project. This is my 400% motorized plane, and this is technically what we'd call an RC plane at this stage. We've got the Inductrix board right here out of the Hoopson project, as well as some extensions to these Hoopson motors. So I found that the Hoopson X4 motors are really, really powerful compared to the Tiny Whip motors, so I think I'm going to keep them in there. One thing I did do while testing is just completely butcher the props, so I'm going to have to get some more props for this in order to fly. And I'm also trying to figure out about the stabilization, so hopefully we don't have too many problems. But I do have the FPV camera on here as well, so it's looking really good. Good footage, and it flies really well. This plane flies amazing even with all this weight, so hopefully that means that we're going to get some really cool footage out of this thing and have a lot of fun at the park. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm going to show you what remains of my Tiny Whip currently. I did have a little incident where I was trying to disassemble it. The FC board and the frame are okay, but a lot of the motors, I was trying to pull them out and the motors just ripped. These Beta FPV motors are a little bit bigger can, so they're a lot snugger compared, is that even a word? Snugger compared to other motors, so it's really interesting when you're trying to get these out. So I'm going to get some more special sauce motors for this thing, and hopefully we'll be good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. One thing that is a sad note of news. Excuse me. One thing that's a sad note of news is that you've got, I'm trying to pick stuff out of the wreckage. We got the Hoopson X4 project. I'm going to kind of have to set that down, lay it to rest right now. So it's really unfortunate, and this project was going to be so cool, but with all this stuff, I really want to use that FC board to jump around to the projects. Definitely I will be keeping this frame. It's very important to me, just because it actually could work for a Hoopson X4, but frames can go for under $1 on eBay these days, so it's not really too much. It might go in the RC graveyard. So yeah, take a quick pan behind me, and you will see that everything is a complete mess. So I've been shooting some of my videos back there, but yeah, it's really not looking good, so hopefully we are gonna be cleaning up sometime soon. So Alright guys, so we panned over here to the other side of the workbench, and this workbench in particular is very, very messy. This is where I do all my FPV stuff, all of my soldering, and pretty much all my drone stuff here. So it's been a long road. I've been working a lot on all the airplane stuff, shifting motors and things like that, hot glue, you name it, I've done it, done a lot of soldering, so hopefully that means that we will be set for some more cool videos here, but first I need to get all this cleaned up. Alright guys, now everything is cleaned up, we are all good to go, so hopefully I will get some more videos from this space out coming soon to you guys. If you want to see some more soldering or anything like that, please comment down below and I will be sure to do something for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Custom RC Weekly, but until next week, I'll sign off for now, and I will catch you guys in the next video.